So if you look at this vector function, this is a vector point function. This function is a two-dimensional vector function because it depending on x and y axis. Okay. Now, in order to visualize this vector function, what I am going to do is I am plugging in some random values of x and y, and I am checking the function values. So if I plug 0, 0, the function would be 0. If I plug 0, 1, the function would be minus I cap. If I plug 1, 0, the function would be j cap. If I plug 0, minus 1, the function would be I cap. If I plug minus 1, 0, the function would be minus j cap. If I plug 1, 1, the function would be I cap minus I cap plus j cap. So somehow you can take random values like 1, 2, 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, 1. So random values. So let me plot these some of the random values in a field. This is in a two-dimensional vector field. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay. Now I am plugging 0, 0. The function value is 0. So it is an origin. So along the x-axis, I cap axis will be there because the I cap is base vector for the x-axis in general. Along y-axis, j cap axis will be there because j cap is the base vector for y coordinate. So anyhow, here 0, 0, the point function, the point is 0. 0, 1 minus I cap. So if it is I cap, the minus I cap will be in the opposite direction. This is minus I cap. So in order to differentiate, I will use another color. Okay. Now if I put 1, 0, it is j cap. So j cap is along y axis, so it is something like this. This is j cap. So this is minus I cap. And if I put 1, 0, it is j cap. If I put 0, minus 1, it is minus I cap. Minus I cap is something like this. So if I put 0, minus 1, it is j cap. If I put minus 1, 0, it is minus j cap. If I put 1, 1, it is minus 1 plus j cap. The vector will be somehow like this. If I put some random values, if I go and put like this for some 20 or 30 or 40, somehow the random values you could check yourself, or by using some software you could check the vectors positioning will be somehow like this. You could check yourself these things. No point of keeping so many values. So somehow in a rough figure I am drawing, the vector position is something like this. So from this one should observe that if I take this type of region, so if you take large number of points, the area will be increased, but I am taking some 30, 40 values and I am checking in some software program. So I am getting the vector positioning like this for this field, for the given field minus yi plus j cap. So if you take this area to be interest, what happens is all the vectors in this area considered, it is not diverging. They are curling around. They are curling around the origin, but it is not diverging. So if you find the curling of this, the curling is in the anti-clockwise direction. It is if you consider this x-axis as the reference, the curling around the origin is in the anti-clockwise direction. So the force field is in the anti-clockwise direction. So if you throw some, if you can consider this some water circulation like a whirlpool, it is circulating in anti-clockwise direction. So if you throw some a dust or some stone at that water, what happens is the stone will be experienced a force by this vector field, or example considered like water field, in the opposite, in the perpendicular to the board direction. That is, the field is rotating in this clockwise direction, the force will be perpendicular to this board. So the force vector will be along the k axis, that is along the g axis. The base vector is k cap. So the thing is, if you find the divergence for this field, the divergence would be 0. You could calculate because it is minus y axis. So the divergence formula I cap into dou by dou x function plus j cap into dou by dou y of function. Dou by dou y of function. So if you calculate, you would get 0. So that is, it is saying that this type of function has no divergence because all the vectors in the space are rotating around the origin in anti-clockwise direction. But curling won't be 0. You could check. Curling won't be 0, and that curling as well, the axis of force along the g axis. You could calculate curl also. Curl of f cap, that is I cap j cap, k cap, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. This is minus y and this is x0. So if you could calculate, it would be 2k cap, the resultant. So the curling is along the k cap. What is this curling tells physically? The force, if you put some particle in this revolving vector field, the force exerted on that particle is along the k direction. That is the meaning of curl. So as this function is two-dimensional, and meanwhile this function is two-dimensional as well as in the simple xyz coordinates, the evaluation and sensing of the physical things is somewhat easy, but you could visually this function, if a water is revolving in a whirlpool like this, so whirlpools will be there now, so water will revolving like this. If you suppose, you could mathematically define this water whirlpool like minus y I cap plus x j cap, because every particle in the water will have direction as well as magnitude. So in a certain amount of area chosen, you could define that water particle movement like by this field. So that's how the vector mathematics and vector calculus came into existence. So yes, but this is a two-dimensional verification, but in order to verify three-dimensional, we need some softwares, and on 2D plane you cannot verify the three-dimensional plane. So these vector physical phenomena are very interesting. So I hope you understand this concept. Thank you.